All right, we are now in hour number. Well, it's 7 o'clock in the Pacific time zone, and that keeps it clean because my guest and fellow volunteer, uh, Noelle Agape, is in the Pacific time zone also, and so that makes it really easy for
Same town, actually.
Yeah, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock in the evening on Tuesday, December the 3rd. We are around the corner from the, it's 32 hours now in to this event. And I have to say, I was just on with Skip Thomas, and we were talking about, and that was right after Jeff Steinberg, and we were talking about the overall, uh, you know, the wins of all the segments, and the quality of the people that have been involved, and everything that we've been able to do in such a short period of time. I actually am very impressed with many of the outcomes of what we've been doing. Yes, we still have money to raise. We have a lot of money to raise. However, we are in the giving season, and I'm not giving up. So,
we are going to do it. And I'm so proud of you. I was just sharing everything. I wasn't not paying attention to you. I was sharing it to my page, but I'm so, so, so proud of you. You are amazing. You are beautiful. And you did it. You got me, you got Jason and Todd left, and that's it. The highest vibration you could possibly have at the end.
Actually, we've got you, and then we have the Chicago Comedy Club, and then we have a Las Vegas live event that's taking place, and it is Songs with Purpose. And then we have Jason and Todd at the very, very end. So we are getting there. So it's you, and then 2 live events, and then Jason and Todd. So I feel pretty good about the lineup. I also am loving, I have to say, I've watched it a few times now. I love the opening act song that came out of that last minute, let's do the push. And then when everybody did their selfies, which thank you, yours was awesome. And wasn't it cool? Did you see the opening act rendition of with MJ's Raven acting, or she was in there with Skip and Jeff Steinberg. Did you see that?
I haven't seen it yet. I'll watch it as soon as we get off here. But
I'll tell you,
I've been trying to be on here with you as much as possible. So I'll get when we get off. I have a special treat for everyone tonight. I am going to when we get into it, I'm going to do a healing technique that is pretty damn cool. I'm going to allow everybody that is watching this and will watch this to connect to the highest version of themselves, their future self. That everything is vibration and everything is energy, and we are going to bring the vibes really high tonight. So I'm really excited for tonight's show. So
I am totally ready for that. And I want to say hello to everybody that's here. We've got Teresa Snyder.
Hey,
Teresa. And we've got Barbara. Barbara has been up the full time with us.
Wow, I love you guys.
Yes, and then we have T. Lee. Good to see you, T. And so overall, I am absolutely excited about the next step that we're going to be taking with the buddies, and with you, and with Andrea, and with Joy, and anybody that wants to be involved in this next step while we are going to the beta site, because we truly are building this thing. I mean, we are absolutely building this movement, and it is coming together, and there's a lot of people now that are at that point where it's 2nd and 3rd generation people are starting to show up in these different ways of going in the circle. And I'm thinking, wow, okay, we're getting there.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And just this team alone, what we have done and what we have pulled together in the amount of time that we, came together. One, I want to honor you, but the team, you for sure, this is so amazing, and we are all here because of you. But the team has been so beautiful. And so, there has not been any ego. There has not been anything that has ever come in that not 1 minute that something needed to get done and it got done. Right. So I honor each of you, and we love you so much. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for bringing the light to the world. And thank you all viewers for watching and supporting us today, because what an amazing day to give to, such an incredible cause. What you've built, Tamara, is beautiful. It's allowing people to never be alone through this process. And my story, I have family history of cancer, and this is just so close to my heart that, with my mom and my grandfather and everybody, it's amazing what you are doing. So thank you for all you're doing.
Thank you. And it was interesting because the way that this Giving Tuesday hit in the sequence of the calendar, because last year it was November the 27th. This year being December the 3rd, it hit between the day that my mother passed away 4 years ago and the day that I am now hitting 5 years cancer. My 5-year cancer anniversary. It hit right in between the 2 days.
That's
and
amazing.
I know, and I'm thinking, wow, how incredible is that? And then today, when I'm mentioning that, Coach Chuck tells me your 5-year anniversary of your chemo, your cancer anniversary is his birthday.
Oh, yay. That's amazing. That's amazing. And
it's a small world, and I love it. Yeah.
Well, I have something really special for everybody, and I think that we should get right to it. I think that it's going to raise the vibration of the show. I am, those of you that don't know me, my name is Noelle Agape, and I am I'm a counselor. I am an NLP trainer, and I am a quantum energy trainer as well. I work with the quantum fields, and we bring your vibration to the highest vibration you can, and we find your soul's purpose. And so I think that this is a great time for us to do some healing. You want to do some healing?
Yeah, I am all for it. I'm ready. Yes.
Okay. So those of you that are watching, if you're driving, don't do this healing now, because obviously you're going to have to close your eyes and get into a space where you have to tap into who you are, right? And the greatest version of you. So what I am going to do is basically I hold the space for everybody. So I'm holding the space for everybody that's watching this. I'm sending the vibrations out to the planet and to the universe, but I'm going to do the actual healing on you. And so it's going to seem like I'm talking to you, Tamara, but actually I'm talking to everybody that is listening, right? And so what's going to happen is you may feel really tingly, you may feel really yummy, you may feel pretty great. You may feel nothing at all, and that's okay. But I want you to know that whatever it is that when your subconscious is ready to receive it, you will receive a healing. Whoever is watching this, I'm sending it out to the world. I'm holding the space for everybody that wants the healing tonight. So you have done so much work, and you have done so much through this process that I just want to honor you. And so I'm going to dedicate this to you, but everybody that is watching this will get the benefits of the healing. And we're going to play. And
okay.
What I do is I allow you to, everything is energy. We are made of energy. We are made of chemistry, and we all live on a vibration, right? Just like nature, an acorn becomes an oak tree, and it grows into an oak tree. And it never says, I'm not worthy enough to be that oak tree. It says, okay, internally, I'm going to become an oak tree. So we all have a higher version of ourselves that we have to get to, right? And so every day we live as a better version of ourselves, or we live as an old energy, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out the old version of yourself. I'm going to allow you to step into who you are in the greatest purpose. And then we are going to, we're just going to feel some yummy vibrations. So
okay. Yummy vibrations. I'm there. Okay.
Okay, so you're ready. So what I want you to do first of all is I'm going to ask you to close your eyes.
Okay.
And take a deep breath in. Now your breath is your life. And I just want you to really, truly take a deep breath in, because when you take a breath, this is your connection to your life, guys. And so your left side of you is taking that breath in, and I want you to feel it on the left side of your body. Just feel the life within you. Take another deep breath in and feel the right side of your body. Connect your body right now. I want you to take your hands and I want you to put them over your heart. Beautiful. I want you to feel your heart beating. That is your connection. Take a deep breath in and feel that connection to life. You are here for a reason. You are here for a purpose. Beautiful. Now with that, I'm going to ask you to think of all of the things in your life, and I'm going to take you on this beautiful journey. And all I ask of you is to be open and receive everything that I'm going to give you tonight. Take a deep breath in and feel the vibration of your heart. It speaks to you. Beautiful. Now I want you to feel the energy at the base of your spine. The energy at the base of your spine, it's swirling and it's swirling and it's swirling around the base of your spine. And we're going to send blessings to the base of your spine. This is where all of your energy comes into the physical world and it pulls up. We're going to pull your energy up from the base of your spine, and we're going to go all the way up your chakra system. Those of you that don't know what chakras are, just listen and it's okay. The base of your spine, the energy is swirling, and we're sending blessings to your root chakra. You're blessing your home. You're blessing your family. You're blessing your love. You're blessing your life. Take a deep breath in. You're moving to your sacral chakra, and that's right in your hip area. Now, this is your creative energy. This is where you create life. You create the life of your dreams. I want you to feel the energy swirling around your hip area. It's a beautiful, intense energy. It's very juicy and it's beautiful. This is your creative power. You get to create the life of your dreams. Take a deep breath in and send blessings to the life of your dreams. We're pulling that energy up from your sacral chakra. We're going into your solar plexus, and this is your power center. This is where you live in your power and you stand in your truth. Take a deep breath in and feel the power that is in your body right now. The energy is swirling around you, and there's a giant sun in front of your solar plexus, and it is beautiful solar power. And I want you to pull all of that solar power in to your solar plexus. And everyone that's ever taken your power from you, you are returning your power back to you. Sending blessings to your power and you living in your power. Take a deep breath in. Now I want you to give back all of the power that you have taken from anybody else and bless them as well. Beautiful. Breathe that in. The power of life, the power of your breath, the power of you being here today. Understand how powerful you are. Take a deep breath in and move that energy up to your heart. Your heart space is where you give and you receive love. I want you to feel the energy around your heart. It's swirling and it's swirling and it's swirling, and it is exploding out of your heart. And it's going from your heart to where you live, and going from where you live to the state that you live in. Now it's going even further, and it's going all across the country that you live in. And it's exploding as far as you can, and it's bursting through the earth, and it's going through the universe. And you're connecting your heart's energy to the universal energy of this planet. Take a deep breath in and feel the universal energy of this planet. From this space, I want you to pull the energy from the universe back into the earth back into the country you live in, back into your heart. And receive love today. Take a deep breath in and receive that love. Now I want you to move that beautiful energy. It's a ball of light and it's moving from your heart. It's going to your throat. And this is your voice to the world. This is where you get to sing in the voice of life. You get to live in your truth. You get to be the person you want to be. There's no sickness. There's nothing stopping you. This is your truth, your soul. This is who you are. Take a deep breath in and feel that energy swirling around your throat center, knowing that you are here for a reason. Take a deep breath in and understand that breath that is coming into your throat is your purpose. Stand in that space for a minute and feel the vibration of your truth. Now we're moving that energy and we're moving it from the throat chakra. We're moving it up to the center of your head, which is your intuition. And this is your third eye right here. This is where you connect to the highest version of yourself. Take a deep breath in and understand that the highest version of yourself has been there all along waiting for you. I want you to connect to the best version of you right now. It's been waiting for you. Take a deep breath in and welcome the highest version of you. Now we're moving up to your crown chakra, and this is where you connect to your spirit. This is pure divine light pouring through your body. Every cell in your body is getting pure divine light, just poured it down through you. Take a deep breath in and experience this moment in time where the divine light is coming through your body. Every cell of your body is vibrating at the level of spirit. Take a deep breath in and go up about 30 feet above your head, and that's your connection to your soul and your soul's purpose. I want you to feel the energy of your soul. This is what brings you joy. This is what brings you when you live and you feel like you are living life. That is that energy. It could be an ice cream cone. It could be your kids. It could be jumping off a cliff, but this is your soul talking to you. Take a deep breath in and feel the energy of your soul. Embrace that. Embrace your joy in this moment right now. Now, from this space, there is a giant, giant circle right in front of you. And you're going to jump into that circle. And this is the circle of greatness. This is the highest version of you. I want you to see the highest version of you as you're jumping into this circle. It is the highest version of you. You are well. You are beautiful. You are vibrant. You are powerful. And as you jump into that circle, you realize that you're going down a tunnel. And that tunnel is taking you as far as you can go. And light is coming from the tunnel. And it's pure divine light in this tunnel. And you're going further and further and further down this tunnel. And the highest version of you is going closer and closer and closer. And as you're going through that tunnel, your skin is feeling the vibrations of the light. You're hearing the sounds of the highest version of you. What does it sound like to be the highest version of you? What does it look like to be the highest version of you? What does it feel like? Who are you with? What are you wearing? As you go down into that circle, it's going deeper and deeper and deeper. You land, and it is the highest version of you standing right in front of you. It is beaming. It is light. It is wonderful. It is healthy. It is pure, and it is powerful. It is walking up to you, and it is saying, I love you. You are love. You are powerful. You are light. You are healthy. You are well. And it keeps coming closer and closer to you, and you feel safer and safer as it's coming closer to you. And as it's coming closer to you, it walks behind you, and it is now embodied in you. Its arms are around you, and this is the highest version of yourself, and its arms are wrapped around you, and you are wrapped in love. You are wrapped in power. You are wrapped in health. You are wrapped in wellness. And it is embracing you, and now it is merging with you. And every cell of your body is becoming the highest version of you. Take a deep breath in and welcome the highest version of you. One more deep breath in, embracing this magical moment in time. There's a beautiful golden, pure divine light egg above your head, and it is cracking open, and it is filling you with your power. It is filling your root chakra, saying you are powerful. Your home, your money, your life, your stability is pure divine light. It is moving up to your sacral chakra, and it is filling your creative life, and you are creating the life of your dreams. And it is filling all the way up to your solar plexus, this beautiful, pure divine light, and it's filling you with your power and your soul's purpose. And you're going up even further now, and this pure divine light and this energy is in your heart, and it is exploding through every cell of your body, receiving and giving love. Going up to your throat, you are speaking your truth. You are living your voice. You are truly living your purpose. Going up to your third eye, and it is literally tapping you into your intuition as the highest version of yourself. You are merged with the highest version of yourself, pouring up to your crown and filling your crown and your spirit, going up to your soul and filling your soul. There's one more giant egg above your head, and it cracks open. It is a golden egg, pure with pure divine light. It is filling your aura, surrounding you with love, surrounding you with peace, surrounding you with health, surrounding you with wellness. It is a blanket, and it's saying, welcome home. Take a deep breath in and embody and embrace this. And there is one more giant golden egg, and it is cracking open, and the pure divine unconditional love is pouring through every cell of your body. It is vibrating at the highest vibration of the planet, of the universe, of you. You are embodied as the highest version of you. You are love. You are wellness. You are powerful. You are pure divine light. And when you're ready, open your eyes.
Whoa.
How do you feel?
Like
fire.
amazing is like, oh, it was like, I forgot that we were on this. I was saying you were right here, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful, right?
Whoa, yeah, wow, yes, wow, yeah, that felt good. Felt good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
I love you. You're just like pure light. You're like, yeah. Open to the healing.
Your cup, Tamara. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Here we go, Charles. That cup? Oh, I love you guys. That felt great. Wow. That was amazing. You're right, Rayanne. It's like,
oh, yay. Thank you, Rayanne.
Thank you for doing that. What a present. I feel like, okay, let's keep going.
I told you we're going to raise the vibration. That's what I did. It's pretty incredible. So
yeah.
So what were some things that you were feeling? What were some things what did you connect to? Did you feel your highest self?
Yeah, I saw, I felt just this energy, the tunnel, the light, like the egg and it was like an aura kind of thing going on. And I'm like, oh, I have hair like you. I used to have long hair. You know, I was like, I never was exactly your color, but close. I used to have long hair. You know, it was like,
I love that.
It's like, oh, you know, and it's like, oh, golly, you know, long hair again, huh? You know, it was like, that was interesting. And,
what were you doing?
you know, it was more of how I just felt and looked, and and just how I was standing and being. It wasn't like I was doing. I didn't feel like I was really doing.
I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that.
It was just who I was. It was, you know, because it was just a matter of preparing for what I am doing. You know, it wasn't, because what am I doing? Who am I? It's kind of all in one.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, you're living it, right? And so it's just taking you to the next level, right? And so you can do that at any time. Anybody can go back and watch it at any time. Just be gentle to yourself afterwards, and know that your highest self is always talking to you, right? And so you and I have spoken about this so much before, but you have an internal guidance system, and it's always guiding you. It's always showing you the way. It's always leading you to health. It's always leading you to a better version of yourself. And if you tap into that, it's always there for you, for sure.
Yes, and I believe that, and you know, the thing that I do, because you know, I do see where things are going. I see where we're being called, where I'm being called, and others are being called, and you know, because I see it collectively, and it's all really amazing things. I just feel as though it's there's definitely a higher purpose, and truly a light, a true divine light, a true. This is so much. I don't want to say bigger than me, because I don't believe that
it is bigger than you. It's bigger than all of us. That's why we're here, right? But that's perfect. The best way that we can be the best versions of ourselves, it's just allowing. We're vessels, right? And so when we allow ourselves to be the best version of ourselves, it is bigger than us. The expansion is always bigger than us. And so when we serve, we're serving a higher power. And so,
and I do see that, absolutely. I do. I have a belief in that maybe it's that not maybe, but I feel that I'm being called because I'll be able to do, and whatever, you know, that whatever that is and whatever that looks like, that will happen. And it's just like this 36 hours. Okay, game on. We're doing it, you know. It's like, no question, you know. Okay, we're gonna do this, and so thank you, though, because I feel like, okay, I feel like
you feel like a rock star after it, right?
Another 36 hours, sure, let's go, you know.
Well, that's the really thing that I wanted to do for everybody, is one, just a gift to you, but also truly, our greatest version of ourselves is always there. We just have to tap into it. And so, you know, whether you're sick, whether you're going through chemo right now, or whether you know somebody that is going through chemo, there is. We never know how much time we have on this planet, right? And it is inevitable that at some point, you know, we're going to check out. But if we can extend our life every day, we can have something greater, right? And so and you and I have talked about this, the food that you put into your body, the vibrations that you put into your body, the people that you surround yourself with, if you make conscious choices on a daily basis, you truly can raise your vibration, right? And so you can do things like that to raise your vibration. You could go water skiing to raise your vibration, or skiing. You could pet your dog. You could play with your animals. You could go outside. You could go to the beach. There's so many things that you can do to raise your vibration. And you don't have to have the sickness. You may have the sickness, or you may know somebody that's going through the sickness, but it doesn't define you, right? I mean, you know it. I know it. It does not define you. You are powerful. You are light. You can literally change the chemistry of your body. And you and I have had this conversation in depth that you can change the chemistry of your body, right? And it's just making the conscious choice to not stay in the sickness, making the conscious choice to live at a higher vibration, right? Mm-hmm. And with anything, you don't have to be sick to even take that. You make a conscious choice to be a better version of yourself always. And
right, exactly. And because we always have things that, life happens, and that's where we can just constantly say, okay, I know that I can take care of this. I know that this is going to call upon me to be that better person, that higher consciousness, the best part of me. How do you put that again then?
You're so cute. Oh my God. The higher version of yourself.
Higher version of myself. Because I'm like, I see it in my thought process, but it's like, where do I translate that with words?
Yeah. And so, I mean, we are all energy, and that, me, I'm a science person, and I bring the science and the woo together.
Yeah, you do. I was
and
earlier,
you don't have to have my background to do it, though. You just have to do what brings you joy. Whatever brings you joy, whether it's laughter, whether it's music, whether it is, changing your vibration, do what brings you joy. I promise you, if you do what brings you joy and you serve others, you're not going to be able to be in the victim, and you're not going to be able to be whatever it is that's going on in your life, right?
Exactly. Absolutely. Isn't that the truth? Absolutely. Because, what I have seen happen is, as you keep doing that, then the people that can't handle that, they leave, and not necessarily do you always want them to, but that's their choice because they're not comfortable, and I know this because, especially with this mission, there's no way I'm turning back. There's no way I'm stopping. And and it just keeps going. It keeps growing. It keeps evolving. And it's going to continue to do that until I no longer need to be a part of it for its growth. At some point that will happen, because that's what this has been designed to do. Mm-hmm. And that's what's exciting about it too, is that, okay, this is meant to be a gift to the world. And it's not that it's Tamara Hunter. It is that we are giving a buddy system, a buddy's network to the world to be able to change the world.
And we're giving Tamara Hunter to the world too. So don't right? No, you are a beautiful gift to this world, and you are the reason why this has happened, right? And so don't take away from that, because you deserve it, and so just receive all the blessings that come with it as well.
Thank you. And I appreciate it. And I just, the thing that I keep going back to is that I'm doing this with all my friends and with these amazing people, and it's like, and I have a lot more really great friends that I know that they're going to just start showing up even that much more. And we're going to just have that much more fun, because there's just it is attracting. This is attracting.
Well, you're sending out the vibration, right? And so this is, you've created this platform, and again, you've created this platform for people that are going through this. So you are emanating love, you are emanating support. Those are the highest vibrations on the planet, right? So you are creating a hub for love and support, and that is going to bring you joy, and that's going to bring everybody that this touches joy. And so what we haven't talked about, because we have been doing a lot of healing, is, so those of you, that are watching, please, please, please donate, because every dollar that you donate tonight is a double dollar, because it's Giving Tuesday, and every dollar that you give is going to somebody. It's literally for love and support, right? Yes. So don't even take away cancer, take away chemo buddies, take away. Every dollar that you give to this is going to somebody that needs love and support. Period. Absolutely. Right? And that's so what you're doing is you're giving love and support. So we ask you guys just to dig a little bit deeper tonight, even if it's $1, 1 cup of coffee for $5, whatever it is that you can do, because you are doing something for someone else. And I promise you, the second that you start to do things for other people, that's when you receive things in your life back, right? And so the second that you donate, the second you become a buddy, the second you serve in some way, your life is going to be so blessed. And that's how the world works, right? And so dig in your pockets, and even if it's a cup of coffee, we are grateful, we are thankful for all of you for being on here for 36 hours. There was so much work that went into this, but it's not ever about us. It's about the people that you're helping, and you are helping somebody have love and support in their life that's going through a really tough time. That's it.
Absolutely. 100%. And those people that have been, and they haven't known that they haven't completely healed for possibly even decades because of someone that they've been missing, that they are a support buddy, and we're there for them too. It's amazing how much we're going to be able to heal people that have been walking around as walking wounded and they didn't even know it. Yeah. And they're going to be able to be freed from that, not free from the person, but freed from that pain, and be able to have that love and be able to serve others, and then be able to find their higher self, their better self, and be able to, you talk about raising the vibration. That's what I also see, because as you have more people out there serving each other, Vicki and I were talking about that last night. In the middle of the night, she came on, and we were talking about going.
Vicki.
Oh yeah, we were actually talking about the fact that it's time here to find a couple of celebrity to get involved with us, to bring in the dollars to get involved with us, because this is huge, and we are building.
She can do it. If anyone, she can do it. That woman is pure divine light. And so, we've got a lot of, Jason is amazing, and he's got a lot of connections. Todd's incredible, has a lot of connections. And I know that the people that are part of this are one, heart-centered, but they are two, all of giving for service. And so what I want to ask you is maybe tell your story of how important a buddy was. And I know we did this on the show, but this is a whole different audience now. Tell us the story of when you needed love and support the most in your life, right? And there was a buddy there for you. And so the reason why this is created is everybody on the planet at some point has needed love and support at some point in their life, whether it was sickness, whether it was being down in the depths of something. You've always needed love and support in some way in your life. So if we just ask you to tap into that energy of, there was a time where I needed love and support.
Absolutely.
I think that that's a beautiful place to give, because you can understand when you're raw and real that I needed support at this time, and this person was here for me, or this person wasn't. And I want people to understand how it feels when they're loved and supported, and how it feels when they're not loved and supported, right?
Absolutely.
And that's a massive thing. And so why don't you explain to our audience how you felt when you were going through it, and how the support that you had truly is one of the reasons why you're here today, right?
Oh, absolutely. 100% it is. And there's a why, and there's a why behind the why. And the why is that I met my chemo buddy, my original buddy, that this is patterned after my very first day of chemotherapy, which was December the 10th, 2014. And I had a huge reaction, of which created a bunch of ruckus. And that day was a day that changed my life and actually sent it on a different path. And it was because I met this one woman, and she and I ended up traveling our journey together. Our doctors and our nurses made it happen. And what they started noticing, and in fact, in the video that Skip did, that's her. She and I videoed together, and I was put in isolation in my own house because we had pneumonia, and literally I was not allowed out. And unless I had a mask and gloves, and I still wasn't allowed out, only to go to the door to leave to go to chemotherapy again. That was every 3 weeks, and this happened 3 weeks times 6. So I was isolated. However, I wasn't alone. And that was because I had met during that event my buddy. I couldn't talk though because I had chemo sores on my vocal cords. And so what we did was we actually typed. And I had not had social media, which is really crazy, but I didn't do social media. I didn't do Facebook. I didn't do any of it. I got my first Messenger app the day after my first day of chemotherapy. So on December the 11th is my anniversary for Messenger. And so we started messengering. And yet when I think about it, it's almost as though I'm hearing her voice, and but I know it was my fingers so I know that was part of the whole reason that was supposed to happen. So I had a buddy. I wasn't alone. No one was allowed into my room because it was December the 10th, and it was a very bad cold and flu season. We had pneumonia in my house, and I had autoimmune issues, and so the combination, my doctor was very adamant. So what happened then is that the pneumonia in my house was my mom and my dad and my granddaughter. But my mom was very sick, and she was being a bit obstinate about going to the hospital. And I actually had to talk to her through a door. They took me out, and I had to, through mask, and talk to her to go to the hospital because it was getting to a life and death situation, and we knew it. And my mom had been in a car accident 34 years before, and she was completely fused from the very top of her bottom to the very top of her spine, our bottom top, and then she had cages and stuff because she had 6 of her vertebrae that had been shattered, and she had 27 major surgeries, and she didn't move well, and when she was in the hospital, she coded, and they broke her ribs, and they kept calling me, and I couldn't talk to them because I didn't have a voice, and I had my buddy. We were having a good time and everything, yet my mom, I couldn't go see her because she ended up with superbugs. She had superbugs and she had pneumonia. She had MRSA and a couple of others. And bottom line is, we didn't know that she had multiple myeloma during that time. And she couldn't come home. She couldn't come home. She went to the hospital in December at over 100 pounds. And by the time I was able to get her home towards the end of November, she was 69 pounds, and she died 10 days later. And I wasn't even able to touch her with my hand. She became a screamer. They would call me, and there was nothing I could do. I couldn't go to a hospital. She was so alone. And my daughter, when I talk about the 5 people in 4 generations.
Oh, in the depths of her soul, in the darkest times of her life, she was alone, right?
She was
love or support. She had love, but she didn't have the support that she needed.
Right? She did, and because she had a urinary tract infection with the superbugs, it affected her brain. And my mother was actually Mensa. My mother was a genius, and my mother lost her brain. And she started screaming, and I mean, she would have been mortified to have known how she was, and I was mortified for her because it was devastating.
And at this point, did you know that your buddy already, or this is when your buddy came in?
My buddy and I we were doing well during that time. We were doing the typing and everything. So you see, I had a buddy during that time. My mother didn't. So I know what it's like to have the buddy.
And so
And I know what it was like for my mother not to.
Buddy. What did it feel like to have the support of the buddy? And so I want you to now think of the polarity in this, right? Your mom had no support and she had the love, but she couldn't get it. And you had the support and the love of your buddy. So that's what I'm trying to allow you to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, in truth, it was exciting and fun and crazy and wild, and yet I had no voice, and we, you know, and I had horrible side effects, so we would talk about it, but we didn't allow ourselves to cry about it, though every once in a while we could claim a chocolate day. But I knew she was there, and it always seemed like if I needed to talk to her, and it didn't matter day or night, I would just start typing, and she was like there, and she wanted to type too, and we would just start talking, and we would get through it. And
so how did that make you feel while you were going through your chemo, while you were going through everything, while you were going through everything that you were going through, having that love and support, was it transformative for you? Do you feel like that was like what's kept you going a lot of the time?
It felt to me as though it just felt to me like I wasn't alone.
There you go.
I had a friend. I had a buddy.
And that's the entire purpose. And that's what I get to, is that it's the entire purpose of what this is.
Right. And my mom was alone. My mom was alone. And that's the why behind the why, and that's why I won't stop. Because that's the person that I think about in the night, crying out. And I know how bad it was for her, and I couldn't do anything for her.
But you were doing things for the world, right? And so everyone that is listening to this, we don't want anyone to be alone. No one is alone. We love you. We support you. We are here for you. We're here for you, Tamara. We are here for this organization. We are here to bring love and support to the world. And that's the entire purpose of Chemo Buddies for Life, right? So again, donate, be a buddy. We need you. We can't do this alone. It's collective consciousness. Come in and support somebody and love somebody, because that's all we need.
That's right. And you know what? It's amazing when you have that support. Think about it. I was isolated. I wasn't allowed out of my room. They threw the food into me, basically. I had a mini fridge in there, you know. And yet I didn't feel alone. I did not feel alone because I had that buddy. You know, I couldn't even talk to her on the phone because I didn't have a voice, but I could talk to her with my fingers. Right.
And today you are giving back to the world, and you're allowing other people to have buddies. And today you have created something that is globally going to emanate love and support for people that need it most.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that. Thank you for doing it for the world.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing this space. Thank you for taking it and running with it and giving me a gift. And I appreciate you so very much, Noelle. You're amazing. I just love you too.
I love you so much. And this is just the beginning, guys. And so get in on the journey. We need you. Just jump in on the, cb4l.org. Donate. And just, if you're not going to donate, be a buddy, do something. But I promise you guys that if there's something going on in your life and you offer love and support to somebody else, that changes your vibration and it raises your vibration, and good things can only come to you if you're serving. Period.
Absolutely, without a question. So
on this journey, we have about 10 minutes left, but on this journey, where do you see this going? Maybe that's the best way to take this. Where do you see this going? Because for me, where it's come from 5 months ago is a completely different thing than it was, right? So why don't you tell everyone your vision of what this is going to be, because it's already there, right?
Right. Yes, and it's always been the same vision. It's just been a matter of it happening, and so it's always been the same. This is global. This will be, if someone hears that they have cancer, the next thing they're going to know to do is to get a buddy, to be a part of the buddies network. And yes, it is something that you can access through a phone, that you'll be able to be a part of a community. You'll be able to team up with a buddy and talk to buddies. You'll be able to be in groups. You'll be also able to, there are so many resources, and the possibilities and what we have planned are basically endless, because you think of a matching site. Let's just be honest. A matching site faces, or comes together with a social media platform, wink wink, kind of thing, community, without naming names, and that is specialized in cancer, because that's what this particular buddies network is, Chemo Buddies for Life. And so you have the patient and you have those people that love and support them, and it's going to have so many different resources, but it will be simple. It is simple when you think about the concept of community and a buddy, and be able to locate one, use your phone, use your computer. And yet, yes, there will be, to be able to have friends local and everything. That will happen too. That will happen naturally. But it will actually change things throughout the world, because when you bring community together, it's just like Sherry Watson, one of my advisors, was chief architect with the American with Disabilities Act. And they were able to change the way things were done. One nonprofit turned into 800 nonprofits and changed the dynamics of our United States. We're going to do that throughout the world, and it will happen because it's going to be organic, because this is bigger than us. Everybody that's involved with it, it's pretty miraculous in that there's a higher purpose. So we are staying true to the plan, and that is to keep it simple. Keep it simple and think in terms of one person that doesn't have to face cancer alone throughout the world.
Yeah. And one person that doesn't have to face cancer alone leads into hundreds of thousands of people that don't have to face this disease alone, right? And
Millions.
so it's the stepping stone. We're in year 2 of, year whatever, however big this is going to be. But this is literally, so somebody gets cured from cancer, and then they come back and they're a buddy, and they come back and or they've lost somebody from cancer, and then they come back and be a buddy, and then they give. And so see, it's literally this circle that is growing and growing and growing. And so tonight, I honor you. I honor all that you have done for this world. I honor you for understanding that being alone and unsupported is a very dark place, and you're bringing light to the darkness. So I honor you. I honor everyone on our team that has worked endless hours and endless hours to get this going. And everything is for purpose. Everything is that you can be the greatest version of yourself, and never for a moment, guys, think that you can't be a better version than you're being today. You don't. This sickness doesn't define you. This, or someone else's sickness that you're going through, this does not define you. You are healthy, you are powerful, you are well, you are strong, and you get to choose whether you want to stay in that space. Choose accordingly, choose consciously, choose better food, choose, if you can exercise as much as you can, get your vibration up higher, whatever brings you joy. This entire 36 hours was, music and art and vibration and healing, and everything was healing. And we're giving this gift to you guys because we know that support and love during this time is the most needed, right? And so you can raise your vibration as much as you possibly choose to on a daily basis.
Right, exactly. And this is, yes, each one of these segments, the buddies will be able to access and access and access whatever it is that they need at the time. That's why we named it the way we did. Healing through nature, healing through art, healing through vibration, healing through awareness, healing through love.
Healing through love, right? And I think that that's the most important thing, is every single one of the things that in segments that have come on have been in love. Every single one. I mean, every single person that's involved in this it come from love, a heart-centered space, right? And so we are Chemo Buddies for Life is truly emanating love. That's what the purpose is. And so the more people donate, it's love and support. You are donating to love and support. We need buddies and we need your donations. So thank you for donating. Thank you for being a buddy. And, we just have a couple more minutes. Is there anything that you want to say and close out the next couple minutes before?
Yes, I would, because I just want to say thank you. We have so many of our volunteers here. We have so many of our friends here. We have some of our buddies. And I know that there are going to be many, many more watching this. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for believing. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for joining. And thank you for supporting and working with me hand in hand, arm in arm, heart to heart, to make a difference, because we are making a difference, and it's only continuing to get better. And I am really excited to see what this next year is going to bring. I really am.
Yeah, well, enjoy it, honey, because it's going viral. And so thank you for being you. And I don't know if you've received it as much as everybody has poured love into you, because you've poured love into us, right? And so what I need you to understand is that you are the leader of this, right? And so all of us are here because of you, not because of a cause. Yes, the cause is what we're serving, but we're here because we believe in you and we believe in who you are, and you have brought love to us, and we see the love that you can bring to the world. And so we honor you, and just, you are a fighter. You won the next impact. I was thinking about this today. I was like, she's a massive manifester. She manifested like the next impactor, and then you manifested winning the next impactor, and then you manifested working with Jason, and then you manifested with working with Todd and all the coaches, and then you manifested Chemo Buddies for Life. I was like, that's pretty amazing. Manifested it all the way through, right?
Just wait, there's more to come.
Yeah. So send that vibration out to everybody that needs help manifesting.
Absolutely. That's what I'm all about. You know that.
Yeah, well, I just love you so much. And it's been, you and I were on a journey. We live in the same town. We're probably half an hour away from each other in the same town, San Diego. And we met in Chicago. We had to meet in Chicago for our purpose to come together. And little did we know that we had so much in common and such a connection, right? So I love you so much.
I love you too. And you know what? This is just beginning.
I know. We got some big acts coming up. We're going live to Chicago, and then we have Jason and Todd, and you guys, they're going to blow the roof off the top. Right?
Oh, I know, but I can't be late because I have Lauren and Richard Dickerson to meet with right now. So
I love you, and I honor you. Thanks so much for having me on. I love you.
Bye-bye. I love you too. Bye.